To my fellow ATRA board officers and secretariat who flew in from Malaysia and Thailand to be with us today in Manila, and to Lyceum of the Philippines University, led by Dr. Beth Aragon, for hosting this event and collaborating with our team over the past weeks. And to my very supportive tourism advisors, I call them the Jedi Masters. My mommy, Dr. Evelyn Songko, and Dr. Cristina Aquino. My heartfelt thanks to you. I would also like to thank my good friend and sister, a fellow Naval reservist, Charlene Batin, Regional Director of DOT. Since day one, she already supported me. And to my organization colleagues and co-officers of PACEOS, Sir Orly, of course my TIBFI and UST family, thank you for being here. And of course, greetings to my fellow MICE and tourism industry leaders, members of the academe, professionals, learners, and the hundreds of stakeholders joining us via Zoom. Good afternoon. The past few days have been incredibly challenging for the city of Manila, which has been placed in a state of calamity due to the recent typhoon. Despite these difficulties, we have managed to proceed with this forum just a few days later. I hope everyone is safe. This situation just highlights the resilience we developed during the pandemic, learning to adapt against all odds. Hence, we are executing this event in hybrid format because the show must go on. Now on to some great news. Aside from you being here, I'm thrilled to announce that the global tourism industry has made a remarkable comeback this year. According to UN World Tourism Organization, international tourist arrivals hit 97% of the pre-pandemic levels in just the first quarter of 2024. In Asia and the Pacific, the recovery is particularly impressive, with arrivals reaching 82% of the pre-pandemic levels in the same period. This resurgence isn't just about returning to normality, it's a power statement, testament to the resilience and adaptability of our industry. Now let's zero in our meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, the MICE tourism. In 2023, the global MICE industry was valued at $782.80 billion. It's projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 5.5% from 2024 to 2033, reaching $1,337.14 billion by 2033. Driven by increasing government support, business expansions, and greater investments in the tourism sector, the MICE industry is poised for significant growth. These factors will pave way for new opportunities as business activities intensifies, further boosting the sector. Developing regions will see a surge in MICE events thanks to favorable government policies and the rising influx of investments. The dynamic growth will not only expand the industry's global footprint, but also enhance its role in driving economic development and fostering international collaboration. Given these promising developments, It's time to strike while the iron is hot. We must strengthen strategic collaborations among ASEAN countries to position the region as a leading hub for innovative and impactful MICE events. By working together, we can capitalize on this momentum and drive the industry to new heights. In today's forum, we'll explore the exciting changes shaping the MICE industry in ASEAN and what the future holds. We'll hear from ASEAN neighbors like Malaysia and Thailand about the evolution of their business events and share insights. We'll also examine how new technologies, changing consumer preferences, and a focus on sustainability are transforming the industry. With trends like digital and hybrid events, personalized experiences, and eco-friendly practices. Additionally, we'll review the ASEAN Mutual Recognition Arrangement for Tourism Professionals, or the MRA-TP, now in its 12th year. We'll assess its effectiveness in recognizing qualification and standardizing training and certifications. We'll also consider whether significant changes are needed to adapt to post-pandemic demands and discuss efforts like the 2024 Action Roadmap for Sustainable Tourism Development, aimed at enhancing training and certification processes. The MICE industry remains a key economic driver, creating jobs and supporting local businesses, underscoring its growing importance. To leverage its potential, we must collaborate effectively. The future of MICE, business events in ASEAN, and the progress of the ASEAN MRA-TP hinge on innovation, sustainability, and teamwork. Today is the perfect opportunity to come together and enhance these efforts. So I wish you a productive and insightful afternoon.
Mission is to form a network or clusters of ASEAN universities so that the researchers could come together in order to work jointly and also contribute to the ASEAN region itself.
Mabuhay! A pleasant afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 15th ASEAN Tourism Research Association Tourism Forum.
Mabuhay! Love the Philippines!
There's so much of future in event management actually. You can do general or you can specialize. It was actually inspired, just to share a little bit of the history of ASEAN Tourism Research Association. It was inspired by someone who was an advisor to the Ministry of Higher Education back in 2011. He called me and he said, why don't you start something that's very different from others? So I said, okay, let's start ASEAN Tourism Research Association. Why don't we do that?
We are very grateful to have our distinguished guests with us today. Thank you for bringing back the sunshine to the Philippines.
The future of MICE, business events in ASEAN, and the progress of the ASEAN MRA-TP hinge on innovation, sustainability, and teamwork. Today is the perfect opportunity to come together and enhance these efforts.
Another thing that Thailand has realized is that we have a lot of festivals. We have introduced the concept called festival economy so that we can bring festivals locally up to the international level.
The National Tourism Development Plan of 2023 to 2028 has been approved. And this plan seeks to build a tourism industry that is deeply anchored on Filipino culture, heritage, and identity.
What is next future? Future means not next 5 years. Future is beyond that, right? What is next 2040, 2050? In terms of workforce, we won't have many. So this is where the utilization of AI is important.
We are assured that the Filipino workforce are actually competent and their competencies are recognized and at par with international standards.
The thing that we are expecting, most of my colleagues, is if we have a branding but we don't have a strategic action to support the branding, it's useless. The distance between idea and success is execution. And most of the time, the problem is execution.
We were very fortunate that all the schools selected were actually part of the same region for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
I must congratulate you for all the sharings that you have shared with us for tourism and MICE industry.
Mabuhay! Love the Philippines!
Love the Philippines, love Metro Manila, it all starts here. Mabuhay at maraming salamat. Thank you for your time and attention, and let us work together to continue to transform the future of MICE in ASEAN and beyond.